Today we are venturing out on a space race in Giiker's Super Ludo. Now, this will remind you about the original Ludo, but spaced and pumped up to the max. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn this on and how to play it. So let's just look at this. To fire this baby up, we need to long press the crystal ball in the center of the play area and see a little animation. Then we need to choose what kind of game mode we would like to play. This one here is free for all, but there's also a team version. Now, if you are 2 to 4 players, the free for all would fit better. But if you are more than 4 players, the team version would fit better. When you are ready to start, you simply press the center again, and the game will start. But what does everything on this little plate here mean? Well, let's take a look at that. Now on the 4 corners we can see the players' bases. And inside of these bases we have the players' little pieces, which is just brilliant. Such an easy way to keep the pieces. Now once you have closed it up again and taken your pieces, they will start on these spaces here. Out here we can see the starlight orbit. This is kind of the track that we will run around on. And in the center we find the crystal ball. This one will indicate die, events, arrival, but also different modes. Here we can see some little fast tracks. And on these spaces here we have the finishing entrance zone. Meaning that once the green player comes to this zone here, they can start to go into the finish space. And when they eventually reaches the finish zone, well, then they have managed to get their little pawn out of the game. And the first player to get all of the 3 crafts to their finish zone wins the game. And that's really all you need to know to be able to start playing this game. Now, once you have set it up and you have your pieces ready, well, then you simply press the crystal ball in the center of the play area, and you will get a die result. Once you have a die result, well then you move your little spaceship that amount of steps. And then the turn goes on to the player on your left. Every now and then there will also be events on the crystal ball. This one here means that there will be 1 more die. But I will let you read up on those on your own, as they are stated quite nice and easily in the rulebook. But there are some more basic rules. For example, to get your ship out on the starting zone, you need to roll a 5 or 6. Whenever you get a 6 in the die result, you can execute the point. You can execute the points and die again. Now, you can also stack your own colors on each other, like this. This will keep your opponents from being able to pass you. But if your opponent managed to hit you, meaning land on the space where you are stacking, well, all of your pieces will go back to your base. And this will also happen if you would just have had 1 single ship there and they will land on you, well, you would also go back home. When you move on to any spaces that matches the colors of your spaceship, you are allowed to jump on to the next color matching your spaceship, meaning jumping 4 steps ahead. And if you manage to get your ship on your fast track matching your ship's color, you get to jump to the other side of the fast track. If there would have been an opponent here, you would send them home. And if you manage to get your spaceship all the way up to the finish zone, well then you simply press and you send them home. And there you have it, my friend. That was Super Ludo from Giiker. As I told you, it reminds quite a lot about the original Ludo, right? But it's just pumped up to the max. I mean, you have this little cool little, almost like an oracle in the center of the board, telling you what the die result is, giving you events. You run around this track trying to get your little ships home. I quite enjoyed it. The kids love it. If you want to know more about it, we'll check out the links down in the description, and it will take you straight to this beautiful game. Thank you so much for watching, my friend. Most importantly, please remember to keep on spreading that board gaming love I know you all have. Peace out.